Good morning, everyone. Every morning when I wake up, I ask myself one question. What can I do today that moves humanity forward? Not tomorrow, not someday, today. Because that's really the only thing that matters. What we do today. You see, most people underestimate what they can do in a day, and overestimate what they'll do in a year. But everything great, every company, every invention, every dream, starts with one ordinary day where someone decides to act. I want you to think about this. You woke up this morning. That alone means you have another chance to build, to create, to become something better than you were yesterday. We live in the most exciting time in human history. We can send rockets into orbit and bring them back. We can build electric cars that outperform supercars. We can design artificial intelligence that learns faster than humans ever could. We can literally create the future from a laptop and a dream. And yet, so many people wake up and say, "I can't, I'm tired, I don't have enough, it's too hard." But I want you to remember this. Everything that seems impossible today will look obvious tomorrow. When I started SpaceX, people told me, "You'll never compete with NASA." When I started Tesla, they said, "No one wants an electric car." When I said we'll go to Mars, they laughed. But here's the truth. Progress never starts with people who agree with you. It starts with someone who's crazy enough to believe in something before the world sees it. So, I want to ask you a question. What's your Mars? What's your mission? What dream are you willing to look foolish for? Because I promise you, the world will laugh at you before it admires you. People always doubt what they don't understand. But here's the secret. You don't need everyone to believe. You just need to believe long enough for the results to speak for themselves. I remember in 2008, both Tesla and SpaceX were failing. We were out of money. We had 3 rocket explosions in a row. I was borrowing to pay rent. Everyone said, "Just give up." But I couldn't. Because giving up meant letting go of something I knew the world needed. If something is important enough, even if the odds are against you, you should still do it. Failure doesn't mean you're done. Failure means you're learning. And learning means you're moving. Pain is temporary. Purpose is forever. When I was sleeping on the factory floor, I wasn't doing it because I wanted to prove anything. I did it because the mission mattered more than my comfort. That's what it takes. To build something that changes the world, you have to be willing to do what others won't. I want you to think about what you're chasing. If it's only money, you'll stop when things get hard. If it's only fame, you'll quit when no one's watching. But if it's a purpose, if it is something that truly matters, you'll keep going no matter what. Dreams are easy. Discipline is hard. But discipline is what makes dreams real. Every morning you have a choice, to repeat yesterday or to create something new. And here's the truth. You don't have to know the whole plan. You just need to take the next step. Maybe your goal is to start a business. Maybe it's to build a product, write a book, create something people have never seen before. Start small. Move fast. Learn faster. You don't need a perfect plan. You need persistence. At SpaceX, we fail fast. Not because we love failure, but because failure teaches us how to succeed faster. At Tesla, we're never done improving, because perfection isn't a destination, it's a pursuit. If you want to build something great, you have to keep going long after the excitement fades. Motivation gets you started. Consistency gets you there. And listen, you will be misunderstood. You will be criticized. People will call you unrealistic, arrogant, even crazy. That's fine. Every innovator was once called crazy until the world realized they were right. You don't need approval. You need courage. The courage to keep building when the world doubts you. The courage to take risks when everyone else plays it safe. The courage to keep believing when even you start to doubt yourself. Let me share something personal. There was an engineer at SpaceX in the early days. Young guy, brilliant mind, huge dreamer. He was working 16 hours a day, sleeping in his car, eating noodles. After our 3rd rocket failure, he came to me and said, Maybe we're just not meant to do this. I looked at him and said, we'll never know if we quit now. A few months later, our fourth rocket launched successfully. He cried when it reached orbit. That same engineer now leads a mission that will one day take humans to Mars. And that's what I want you to understand. Success isn't about being fearless. It's about acting despite the fear. If you're waiting for the perfect moment, you'll be waiting forever. There is no perfect time to start. There's only now. Every day you wait, someone else out there is taking the shot you're afraid to take. You don't have to be extraordinary to start. You become extraordinary because you start. Every great story begins the same way, with someone who refused to quit. So don't wake up just to exist. Wake up to build. Wake up to create. Wake up to push yourself beyond what's comfortable. The future doesn't belong to the faint-hearted. It belongs to those who try again and again until the world changes. Look, we have one life, one chance to make it count. Make it count by doing something that outlives you. Make it count by doing something that makes life on this planet, and maybe on others, a little better. If you can do that, even in a small way, then you've lived well. So when you wake up tomorrow morning, don't ask, what do I have to do today? Ask, what can I create today that moves humanity forward? Because the future isn't waiting for someone else. It's waiting for you. Now go out there and build it. Thank you for watching. If this inspired you, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and don't forget to subscribe for more.